Hey, what's up guys, it's Robo, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to properly update your Nvidia graphics card drivers. So let's get started. Now first I want you to open up your web browser and search Nvidia drivers. Now you're going to see this automatically detect Nvidia drivers. I don't use this because it doesn't work for me. Maybe Flash isn't updated or something like that. I'm not sure, I'll figure it out later, but for this tutorial we're going to be doing it manually, so you want to go to the first link, download drivers Nvidia. I'll put it on screen and in the description if you need it that way. Now once we're on the page, you see we have all these options, so it knows which drivers to give us. Now I've been on this site a few times already, so it already knows which graphics card and which operating system that I have, but I'll just run through them quickly for you. So this is basically what series of Nvidia graphics cards that you have. I have a GeForce GTX 1050 Ti, and for the most part, most people will probably pick GeForce, but if you do have a Titan card or Quadro or any of these cards, then you can just pick those and pick everything after that. Now for the product series, I have the 1050 Ti, so basically the first two letters, I guess you could say. So the 10 series is all of these cards, the 900 series is all of these cards, and you get the gist of it basically. Now the ones with notebooks in parentheses basically means that if you have a laptop with one of these cards in it, then you're going to want to pick one of these. It's the same cards, just a slimmed down version for laptops. So I have a 10 series, so you're just going to want to pick that. Just pick whatever you have. And for the product, just pick what card you have. If you don't know what card you have, I believe you should be able to figure it out. I'll probably link something in the description. CPU-Z is a good program that I use for overclocking. You can also use it to find out your system specs, so I'll leave that in the description if you don't know your graphics card. I have a 1050 Ti, so I'm just going to click that. Now for operating system on Windows at least, I can show you how to find out whether you have a 64-bit or 32-bit, or if you just don't know what your operating system is in general, I can show you how to do that. Control panel, and then once that opens, the one in the top left, system and security, you're going to want to click that. And then system, and then you see I have 64-bit operating system, and it'll say your operating system right here. So if you have Windows 7, it would say Windows 7. I have Windows 10 64-bit. I'll probably blur out a few of this stuff because can't really see that, but yeah, I have 64-bit as you can see here. And yeah, we'll just close this and then go back to the website. And then your language, last of all, if you do speak a different language and English at the same time, because you'd be able to understand me, just choose whatever language. For me it's English, and then you're gonna search for the drivers. And then if there's no drivers, if you're all up to date, then you don't have to do this, but if you are, see, I haven't updated my drivers since January, I think, so I'm going to go ahead and download this. The last one they're not that big, and they shouldn't take that long depending on your internet speed and where you are in the world. But for the most part, you should have that, basically the same experience, and then it'll probably pop up. So I'm just going to wait for this to download and come back to you guys on the screen and just click yes. Okay, now that it's done downloading, there are a few ways you could get to it. Now I know in Chrome, if you press Control J, it'll go to your downloads, and then you can click on it like that, or you can do show in folder, which will just take you to your downloads folder or whatever you have set. Or if you want to, I guess it disappeared, but once it was down here, you could just click on it. But I am going to make my way to the downloads folder, and you see the last one that I had was 390.77. This one's 391.01. So you're just going to double click that, and then it'll probably pop up authorization screen, and just click yes, or if you need to, yeah, okay, just click yes. Now this is basically where you want it to be saved. I just have it saved in the default because there's really no reason for me to save it anywhere else but the default folder, so I'm just going to click OK. And then once this is done, okay, now once that is done, it's going to check the system compatibility. This shouldn't take too long, depending on what hardware you have. We'll just wait for it to finish, and I'll walk you guys through the options. Okay, now this is the EULA. I'm pretty sure nobody reads these anymore, but for legal reasons, I have read through this at least once. I mean, it's nothing really special, just copyright stuff. Now once you're done with that, press agree and continue. And then I would go with custom just to make sure you get all the right settings that you need. Express just, installs what Nvidia wants, but we don't really want to do that. Now 3D Vision driver, maybe I should have gone with Express, but I usually have all these checked. I mean, it doesn't really take anything away from the experience of the game. You can perform a clean installation, but keep in mind it will erase your GeForce Experience profile and you will have to log back in. Just a reminder, I usually don't do that because everything's usually fine unless there's something really messed up with my graphics drivers or something like that. So once you're done with that, we're just going to press next. Okay, the funny thing is I actually was using GeForce Experience to record this, so I had to switch over to OBS, but no problem here. Now your screen probably will flash a little bit, few flashes, nothing to be scared of. It's just recalibrating your drivers and your graphics card. So once this is done, you should be good. Also, you might hear the Windows disconnect sound a few times. That's just it testing your graphics driver, disconnecting it, reconnecting it. It's doing a whole bunch of stuff that, frankly, I don't really understand. But once it's done, you should have nicer graphics. I mean, once it's done, your game should perform better, but it just depends on if you haven't like updated since like 2012, then yeah, you're definitely gonna have some better performance. Okay, now if everything worked fine, you should get this screen and then close it. It doesn't do it anymore, but what it used to do is it used to restart your computer. Now I would just recommend doing that anyways because you just installed a new graphics driver. But yeah, it'll probably open GeForce Experience, show you everything that's new and everything. Remember, all the sites that I mentioned in this video will be down in the description, so just look down there if you missed anything. And I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want more tutorials like this or you're just generally new to the channel. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.